Hey everybody. Hey everyone. Falcon Genie here. And what are we going to talk about this time? Well, I just want to say, everybody, happy Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. I just want to say, everybody, happy Thanksgiving to all. And to all, enjoy your turkey. Enjoy your stuffed turkey, everybody. Because it's Thanksgiving. And what better way to celebrate this? And everybody, what better way to celebrate this beautiful Thanksgiving than to talk about people doing weird things on the internet? What better way to celebrate this day about on giving Thanksgiving and just talk about people doing weird stuff on the internet and some lolcows doing lolcow activities, everyone? What better way to celebrate that? What better way to celebrate it, everyone? But before I start that, I got to address something. These gooners on DeviantArt. These gooners on DeviantArt. Favoring and liking furry corn and all other types of art on DeviantArt. Like I know this because I have a DeviantArt, but I don't do that kind of art. I don't draw furry corn. I don't make any of that kind of crap on DeviantArt. I myself have a DeviantArt account, and what these so-called furries, it's not the furries though. It's basically these what these so-called artists, these so-called people favoring art on DeviantArt has basically, which has very concerning artwork on DeviantArt, which has very concerning art of minor characters depicted in the art looking like children in a weird manner. I'm surprised that DeviantArt didn't remove these people because these sickos are on there, and that's why it is lolcow activity, everyone. And it's not normal. It's disgusting. It's not normal, and it's disgusting. These so-called gooners on Amazon. Not Amazon. Sorry, not Amazon. What am I talking about? Not Amazon. I'm talking about these gooners on DeviantArt. These gooners on DeviantArt, everyone. There's a lot of sickos on DeviantArt, but I'm glad I know for a fact that I'm just talking about it. They're a bunch of sick freak weirdos on DeviantArt. Anyways, let's make some music, everyone. And also, before I go on, let's make some music. Let's make some music. And that is what I like. And now I'm gonna say it, but it needs to be said. And you know what I also noticed on the internet? The lolcows, like, another thing I also noticed that these lolcows, such as like Nova Online and Sophia Chu, is that they're very financially illiterate. They're very financially illiterate. They have no understanding of concept of money, which is typical lolcow behavior. Because the moment that they get money, they immediately want to spend it. And also, when it comes to lolcows, these so-called lolcows that just, when it comes to money and lolcows, they just immediately want to spend, 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 spend. They just want to spend, 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 everyone. They just want to spend, spend, spend. They just want to spend, spend, spend on the money every time they get it. Because they're fools with money. And like the old saying goes, everyone, a fool and his money are soon to part ways. And these lolcows, they literally have no concept of saving or investing. They just want to spend, spend, spend like a child. And I keep wondering that these people are either developmentally delayed or just stunted. That's why they act like that's why they act like children, because they don't want to act like children. Because these so-called lolcows, they don't want to act like an adult. They act like children because they don't want to be an adult. But little do they know that the internet is catching on to their charade. The internet is catching on to their act. And these so-called the trolls, these lolcow trolls, they're basically trying to make them into an adult. And guess what? You got to be an adult nowadays. You have to. These lolcows that act like kids, they're trolls. They're trolling them to act like an adult. And it's just fun to see these lolcow man children crash out on social media because majority of these lolcows aren't even that entertaining. They're only entertaining. The only entertaining quality about these lolcows, everyone, is they crash out on social media or they get an Encyclopedia Dramatica page or a Kiwi Farms page on them. They either get an Encyclopedia Dramatica page written on them or a Kiwi Farms page written on them. That's why these lolcows, they always end up getting a page written on them. And I just love how the fact they try to fight those sites just to get their page removed, but it's not going to get removed. I'm just saying, these lolcows, they never learn, do they? No, they never learn. It's because it's not the fact because they don't learn. It's the fact because they don't want to learn. Now, let's make some other music, everyone. Let's make some other music. Let's make this, everyone. And that is how you do it, everyone. That is how you do it. What can I say, everyone? And I'm going to say this, but if you're a lolcow online, just making pure slop and crashing out on social media and posting your degeneracy on different sites, I'm just saying, lolcow, this is a warning because this is a fact. This is a complete fact from the internet. More eyes are going to be laid on you if you piss enough people off the internet because someone determined will find you. And if you post your face on social media, they can image search you and they can look into your secret accounts on Google and look your name up. And from there, let's just say these determined individuals, they can look up your name on different sites, rather a data brokerage site. I'm not going to name it because when they find your name, whether it be on Facebook or Instagram, they'll look your name up. They'll go on data brokerage sites just to look your name up. And from there, well, they'll call in pizza orders, unpaid Amazon orders, so you owe money to Amazon. And if you have a job, they'll call that job place constantly so they can get you fired. They'll even call your family in the middle of the night just to mess with you. All of this happens the reason why it happens because if you piss the internet off, someone determined will look into you. Because the only reason why this always happens to these lolcows, it's because if you piss off enough people off the internet, someone determined will look into your past, will look into you, and they'll figure out what you've done. They'll figure it out, and they'll expose it to the entire world. I'm just saying, everyone. Just don't piss the internet off. And if these lolcows, I'm just saying, because the trolls, they'll try to get you off the internet. I know for a fact, everyone, that's what I basically sign up for. And there's a reason why I don't post my face on the internet, and there's a good reason why, because I don't want these crazy people who will try to look into my past, will try to, do a bunch of BS to me nonsense. That's why I just always lay low, everyone. You gotta lay low. Just don't let the trolls bait you. Because at the end, they're just trying to bait you. It's all just bait. And that's pretty much all I have to say. Let me check. And that's pretty much all I have to say, everyone. If you like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, fight this degenerate agenda.